Tell us about Four Gate Whiskey. I don't really know a whole bunch about Four Gate Whiskey.
Yeah, so we started in 2018 in Kentucky, based in Louisville. We're known for barrel finishing, so we source our whiskey, we blend it, and we work with Kelvin Cooperage in Louisville on everything we do to find really interesting ways to barrel finish.
Cool.
So sometimes they taste our blends beforehand and then suggest barrels for us to finish, and sometimes they come to us with neat barrels they brought in from Brazil or Japan or all over the world, and we find ways to barrel finish those too.
What do you think one of the more interesting things that you've done so far?
Our second batch was very experimental. The finished barrels were originally orange curacao, and then they were used for bourbon, and then gin, and then we finished more bourbon in them.
Now, orange curacao is a very bitter orange type of flavor. Oh, is it a dry curacao as well?
Well, since they'd had the gin in it, so I don't like orange curacao as a finish.
Yeah.
I think it overpowers the bourbon. So when he suggested, and we were at Kelvin Cooperage and William Hornaday, their operations director, suggested we go check them out in the warehouse, I said no. And then we went out and smelled them because they had gin in there too. It smelled like orange tang, the old powdered drink the astronauts use.
Yeah.
So I instantly say, yeah, let's try them.
Yeah, that's a really bold move because it's going to take a strong flavor very quickly. How many months would you have to have that in?
Not long.
Yeah,
not long.
Similar to Amburana.
So we always err on the side of caution. We never want to over finish anything. We kind of feel like if we finish something in a sherry barrel and you want a ton of sherry, go buy a bottle of sherry. It's a lot cheaper than whiskey. We want you to taste the whiskey, and then we'll round out the flavors with a little barrel finishing. But we tend to go between 30 days and 3 or 4 months. We really don't go much past that.
So you sound really brave in your exploration. What do we have on the table today? And if there's only one thing, this is something that really represents what we're doing.
So we've got four of them on the table today. 2 of them are a little bit similar because they have the same finished barrels. It's a rye and a bourbon. The finished barrels were originally from Spain. They held Oloroso sherry. They're sold to a distillery down in the Florida Keys who did a batch of dark rum, and then we aged rum and bourbon in them. The dual finish is something that we do a lot of. We're kind of known for it. So I would say that the Andalusia Key 2 is probably the most indicative of what we do. But the other 2 they have split stay barrel finishes, and that's the kind of barrel that the Kelvin Cooperage only makes for us. So they alternate between toasted and charred staves. They actually make 2 sets of barrels, break them apart, and put them back together. It looks kind of like a zebra inside. So we've got a rye finish in that, and then a blend of bourbon and rye finish in those. So we use French oak for those split stave casks, so it's spicy and spicy.
Is that similar to shaved toast and rechar, or this is just?
No, it's its own beast.
Okay.
It's its own beast. Very unique barrels. If you ever see one of them, get your picture sometime. They look like zebra stripes.
I think that has to do more with destruction than construction.
100%. I think as the night goes on, there's going to be more and more of those.
Yeah, I think we only got about 30 minutes left of the festival, but people will be hanging around.
Yeah.
Let's try the rye.
All right.
So rum barrel and bourbon barrel?
So it was originally a sherry barrel.
Sherry
then
barrel?
It was a rum barrel. Now then it was rye. And they're all barrel proofs.
Wow, that's nice. So we're doing a whole bunch of interesting things on the internet. We're actually comparing whiskey with tea at the West China Tea House. And we're sitting down and having conversations with enthusiasts and creators talking about their passion projects, and at the same time we get to talk about tea and in a comfortable tea house situation. And we've had a few people so far who've brought either from the enthusiast side, bringing in some whiskeys that they're passionate about, things that they found and discovered, or from the makers side, where they get to talk about the interesting things that they're doing, and they get to talk to a larger audience about what it is that they're passionate about and how to talk about their spirits. A lot of times when you see these review channels, the review channels is 2 guys in the basement going, yeah, I liked it, or no, I didn't like it, or it's not for me. And honestly, I think that it's more productive to find the people who are making it and to tell their own story.
Yeah.
So appreciate your time.
Well, thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it.
Cheers. Thank you.